What's going on, tribe? A lot of things happened since the last time we talked. Lab session number 5. I'm excited about this one. A lot of things have happened. Um, a lot of good things. Just learning, came across some information, how to grow YouTube and everything like that. So eventually that's going to be on the journey. So I'm excited to see where that lead and takes me eventually. Just excited about everything that's coming up. Made a couple personal commitments with my team, and I launched Perception, my uh, life, health, and wealth transformation, or I would like to say expansion company. So we're basically it's about the passion of teaching entrepreneurship and teaching people 101. Like I said, I realized my teaching and what I love to teach is I love teaching 101. I love teaching the basics. I love teaching foundation because that's what I was such a stickler in even when I was a personal trainer, and that's what I'm getting back to as well. That lifestyle, not specifically a personal trainer, but um, more like overseeing um, things of that nature. Um, but uh, getting back into my passion and my love for fitness and connected with my purpose of promoting wealth. So I get to do my purpose and my passion. My purpose is to actually help lead people back to the center of who they are. That's my purpose, and my passion is to teach about life, health, and wealth through the knowledge and the wisdom that I've had over these last 48 years. So I'm excited about what's coming, and I'm excited about where the lab session goes. I see this vision in my head, and we're going to make it come to pass. So uh, lab session number 5, systems, and in my pilot group, my perception pilot group. We're going to be talking about systems this week. And when I'm talking about systems, I'm talking about the systems that have created your habits, your lifestyle, the way you continually do things that impact your life, your health, and your wealth. And when I say life, I'm talking about your mindset. So when you hear me say life, connected to mindset, I'm always talking about the mental state, the mindset, because that's where life comes from, both your heart, and your mind, things you think and feel. So when I say life, think of those two words, thinking and feeling. That's what I mean when I say life. Okay. So our daily habits create these systems, and systems are designed to make things efficient, right? I'm teaching my um, perception lab group why it's important to learn systems, why it's important to change our mindset concerning systems, especially in the mindset of money. Because the first month, I'm really going to be talking about money because we have a lot of these hangups. I've learned along my entrepreneurial path that a lot of people have hangups about money, what it really is, what it represents to that person, all of those things. And so the first thing we're going to talk about are the systems that have created our mindset around money, the lack of it, the abundance of it, the scarcity of it, the afraid to accept it, the afraid to give it, whatever those constructs, whatever those systems that we created are still running. And we have to learn how to change the system. We have to learn how to change the system. Um, so instead of coming from a low place of vibration, which is where I lived so much of my entire life. I was always down there in these lower frequencies of understanding what money truly was and what it truly represent. It's not, money really isn't this per se. It's a vibration. It's a frequency, really. And this isn't really meant to be a Care Bars example, but because I am Care Bars is me, it comes out. But perception is let me back up a little bit once again in case we have new people. So this whole lab is a place of alchemy. It's a place of mental alchemy. It's a place where people who've been on this journey are ready to open up to a certain to expand the awareness of their perception in life. They're ready to take their lives to the next level. They're ready to say yes to themselves. They're ready to say yes to their life because they've come to a place in their life where they finally realize, like, no, I'm important. You could be 18. It don't matter when you find it. It's just this is a refuge and a place for those who have found it or who have been calling out for it and they finally found a refuge. So this community speaks on very different levels all the time. We're always going to be moving from life, health, and wealth because they're all one thing, because they all create a greater system. Those three independent systems create a greater system. And that's why it's very important for us to understand systems, because when you truly understand that money really is it's a vibration. It's truly a frequency. This is real money. Like this is the form of real money. This is the frequency. This is the vibration. This is what you get with real money. It's real value. It's in the earth. It has real tangible value, right? So we're talking about systems, right? This has no, this frequency is paper. This is currency. This is not real money. This is a sound or a vibration called frequency. And we're going to be discussing these things along these lab sessions because, like I said, this whole channel is about fitness. It's going to eventually most likely be a fitness channel disguised as a uh, alchemy expansion channel. That's where I see it going. I really do see it. Talking to having very interesting interviews with people and conversations and topics um, about perceptions pertaining to health, life, and wealth. Um, so, what are the systems? What are the habits that created our mindsets around money? What are the things that we do every day to keep reinforcing the same systems to keep operating and keeping us maintained at a certain level, right? When we become into, here's what's happening. So you're coming from a place of unconscious competence. You didn't even know you didn't know. Now you're stepping into a place of conscious incompetence. You know that you don't know, right? We're all been there. There's still a lot of things I don't know that I don't know. But what I do know, I can teach and coach you on. And that's what this channel is for, because I've been there. I've been down that journey. So I've already been aware. You becoming aware, and it's an honor for me to help you in your transition, because it can be a little rough going through the changes that you will go through, understanding this world from a very, very different perception, and it is what it is. So, what systems? How do we begin to uh, speak to that mindset that is afraid of change? It's known as the reptilian brain, or in my health coaching class, it's called the critter brain. They call it the critter brain because what is it? It's a mindset that is fearful. It doesn't like to be attacked. Its mechanism is to lock up when it feels change, just like A spider on a spider web. If a spider feels a little tap on the web, it's moving, right? That's what the critter brain response is. It's not meant to make us afraid. That's its reaction. That's we have to learn, like, okay, why is it doing that? Okay, what expansion causes that reaction? Aha. That's how you know you're going in the right place. Expansion makes you, it creates that reaction of fear. Like, once again, you there's a difference between fear and fright, I think. I think fright is that feeling of something is wrong. Like, that's fright. I think that's the warning signal, like, run, get out of here, something's not right. And then the fear is, oh, I'm afraid what's on the other side. I don't know what's on the other side. See, that signal, I believe, is the signal for expansion. I think we've just read it wrong, or it's been taught to us wrong, or they gave it a word called fear. They gave it these 4 syllables, and we call it this word fear, and we've given it this definition that means something that I don't think it truly means, right? So that's how we have to begin to trick the mind. How do you trick the mind? You give it a different language to speak, right? You got to give it a different code, a different message, right? So we're computer programmers. We're going in and we're giving the brain a new code to speak, and we're speaking abundance. We're speaking. We're not only are we speaking abundance, but we're feeling abundance. Why? Because they think and feel. The two are one. They go together. Two-sided coin. It's not just thinking, it's thinking and feeling. And that's what a lot of these um, manifesting courses, and a lot of, some of them are good, but it's more, they teaching about just your thoughts. You're hearing more and more people talking about feeling, because it is real. Like, it hasn't taken its place yet. People think feelings are bad, or they're these out of whack type of, no, they're your thoughts. They're your contrast. They're telling you how to, it's your echolocation. How do dolphins know where they're at? Right? You got to ping something off of a to know where you're at, right? I bought myself a gift for this journey that I just took, right? The compass always represents my company. And I just so happen to find this, but somebody's working on my logo, but this represents everything I am, the compass, right? Because look what it says, find your true north. And that's what perception is all about. Perception is helping people find their true north by understanding your system, by understanding your operating system. Because there's 360 degrees on a compass, but between each degree, there are an infinite number of degrees. So that means every person has a lane that you never have to worry about bumping into nobody else. You can always be original, but you need all the other degrees to be your own self-existing degree. So that's what we're after in um, my training course, how to change that. And I'm looking forward to the results of this first pilot course. What's amazing is I watched these young cats create a YouTube course and how they went through what they went through, and it's really amazing, having the opportunity to create something, right? To go through the process of creating something that's yours. That's, man, that's so powerful. When you see other visionaries like our CEO, Mr. Harold Sykes, like, it's because of his vision that my vision was birthed. And I'm so excited about where I see perception going and what I see it growing to be and what I really want it to be, into the purpose and the mission and the vision of what we are. And I look forward to growing the community. I look forward to learning the skills to grow the community. I look forward to all the challenges of stepping into that role of enjoying the life that I want to create, and to create that community, So I'm excited, and we're going to attack those systems. We're going on a 90-day expansion course to teach people how to expand their knowledge base so they can experience more in life, because that's what it's all about. That's what gives you those good feelings, experiences. When you stop having good experiences, you stop having good feelings. You start suffering depression. That's it. When you stop experiencing good feelings, you start experiencing depression. Point blank. You know what gets you out of depression? Feeling good, doing things that make you feel good, that natural feeling. What's that one thing that you did in your life that made you felt good about something? Could have been when you were a child. Think on those thoughts, think on those feelings again, and you'll begin to create that emotion. And these are the things we're going to talk about: frequency, sound, vibration, emotions, thoughts, right? We're going to discover all this. We're going on a journey. We got a treasure map. We're going to go find that treasure. And it's about to be a beautiful journey. So what systems are plaguing you right now? What systems keep you locked in your health? What systems keep you locked in your life? What systems keep you locked in your wealth? Right? We all need help. We all need coaches. Right? Find somebody to help you. If you want my help, reach out. Find somebody. Look, we all need somebody that, look, along my journey, I learned from a lot of different people. I bought plenty of courses to get me to where did I do everybody's course? No. Did, see, here's the one thing I never did. Like, if I got a course and if I never implemented the course, which plenty of them I never did, I got because I figured maybe one day it might be good for me to have, so at least I have it. That's how I always thought. And because at the time the course was very intriguing, thought could be a part of my repertoire, and it could be still. Doesn't mean that it's not. Um, but I never would say that it never worked. If I never did the course, that's the thing about people who enter entrepreneurship. They don't even really attempt stuff. Like they don't commit to nothing. They attempt to be successful. They don't commit to being successful, because committing to being successful means you committed to you're successful, no matter how long it takes. 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 5 year, 15 year, 20 year. You commit to your successful. You commit to your free. Look, I'm committed to freedom. I'm committed to teaching people. Like, I love selling entrepreneurship, right? I love this book I'm reading by Grant Cardone, Sell or Be Sold. Everybody's a salesperson. Everybody. You know, it's so funny when you're in a business sometime and you ask people for opportunity, ask them if they are opportunity, and they say, is it one of those things that need people? And I'm just like, what do you mean? Is it one of them things that need people? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm about to get real for a second. Like, what do you mean? If we're business owners and we're entrepreneurs, or you say you look for ways, and then you say, is it one of them things that need people? What business doesn't need people? Tell me, please. Like, let's get rid of these dumb questions. Let's get rid of these, please, these awful, like, they're just regurgitated throw up. Like, what business doesn't need people to be successful, right? So, hey, so here's something you can do. Begin to always think about feeling good no matter what, right? We always have a choice in every situation and circumstance to feel a certain way, right? Your contrast is showing you what you don't want. Here's how you help change that. Here, so here's how you see it. So when you're let me say this real quick. You'll get to learn me and know me that I still do love black and white photography. It's like one of the best to me. I loved Ansel Adams, and I met this one brother, dope. I saw a picture he did in black and white, dope picture. And I love it because without the white, you can't see the black. Without the black, you can't see the white. Without both of them, you don't see how beautiful the picture truly is. The contrast that those two shades make. Go look at a black and white picture. Those are just two colors, black and white, that make those paintings. That's beautiful. Like, it's not all the 7 colors. It's just two, black and white. And all the 7 colors come from those two, black and white, that gray. Because where the gray is, all the color is, right? So when you begin to look at the contrast in your life, it's only to show you what you want. So when you're experiencing that, it's to show you, hey, that's not what I want anymore in my life. Okay, what do I want? It's to get you to ask the questions. What do you really want? It's to get you to begin to ask the right questions, because when you begin to ask the right questions, you send out a new frequency, you send out a new sound, and you begin to attract new experiences. That's how it works. See, people want to try to hide some stuff. That's how it works, right? So hey, this is Dwayne Taylor, aka Coach. If you want to connect with me, um, I'd love to connect with you. Subscribe to the channel. We flow, love, shine, be. Toast to that good life. Look, I'm all about living the good life. That means what? Living free, doing what you want to do, how you want, where you want, with who you want, for however long you want. Look, there are people in this world that live the lives they really want to live because one day they woke up and said, I want to change my life, and they did it. And you can too. You just got to make a decision to say yes to you. All right? So this is Coach to my Kingsmen. Salute to them gold gladiators. Ahu to my perception tribe. One to them seekers. Keep seeking. Hey, thank you for coming to the lab. Plenty more sessions to come. I'm going to love doing these things. I'm going to be bringing in different elementals, mixing things up, creating stuff in the lab, having a good time. If it's supposed to go there, it may never go there. It may just go from the luxurious view of some place with a beautiful island look, with me getting one of my favorite things, a massage. Yes. So this is Coach. Love.